In the future, Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes are gonna blow shit up and wipe their butts with clamshells. We saw Demolition Man, so you know what that means.
Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly, rock a rhinestone vest while ripping Justin to Kelly, or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Crow and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June, gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam, just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado, the birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line, cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice, cause a bad Jim Varney looking kind of nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made? That's a good look, Haru.
What's that smell?
What's up, people of Earth, and welcome to another Matinee Monday. I'm your host, Paul Scheer, and this is a chance for you to sample a classic episode of How Did This Get Made, something that we pulled out of the vault that you can now listen to for free with limited commercial interruption. And let me tell you, this is one of my favorites. We did this episode back in 2013. It is a 1993 movie, Demolition Man, Stallone, Snipes, Bullock. So many weird things go on in this movie. It's one of our first or early live shows. We did this in New York. Wyatt Cenac is our guest. And there are so many things to unpack about this movie. First of all, it's awesome. Dan Cortez, I believe he's in it. That's my memory, not anything that I'm reading. And then also, I just want to say that I believe that Stallone was way too chill for being frozen for 70 years. I just want to get that out there. If you rewatch the movie, I think you'll notice that he's pretty okay with it. I mean, he was wrongfully accused, but we really get into the opening of this film right away because the Hollywood sign is on fire. Why? We don't establish why. Is that just a cliche of the time that the Hollywood sign is always on fire? It seems hard to light it on fire. And we ask a lot of questions. A, why was Wesley Snipes so mad at bus drivers? Did Stallone get scared and drop his gun? And I also tell some stories about going to Planet Hollywood. My favorite place. Take a listen to a clip.
Basically, the beginning of Demolition Man is the end of an awesome movie that we did not see. And
I want to see the 2 years where like Wesley Snipes moves to LA, then somehow works his way up in the LA underworld.
Yeah, where his family is murdered, and so having nothing to live for, he takes to a life of crime.
Then builds a wall all around LA and sets shit on fire.
He goes to that beauty shop, gets his hair dyed blonde. One of my favorite moments too is like, he's like, where are those people on the bus? And he's like, and Wesley Snipes.
Because Wesley Snipes has abducted a bus full of regular people.
And he's like, I told those bus drivers, don't come into LA, but those bus drivers won't listen. It's like,
that is their job.
Your beef is with the bus drivers of Los Angeles?
And by the way, they're just doing their job, guys.
Yeah.
They are just shepherding us from place to place in the most humiliating vehicle known to man.
These bus drivers, like, that's Wesley Snipes' anger. Like, he talks so vehemently about these bus drivers, like, they can't come in here. It's like, why? What? Like, they're not threatening your drug empire. They're just dropping people off. I don't know why they would even want to be dropped off in a city that is on fire. But if they want to, they're doing the job.
Also, he's a guy, he's clearly wasteful, because very early on, you see him do one line of coke, but leave two behind. Just like, these are fine. I'm gonna come back to you guys
when I'm ready.
Yeah, you don't go stale.
How about this? At a certain point, when Stallone is entering and Wesley Snipes realizes Stallone is gonna enter, he punctures these gasoline tanks, so there's gasoline all over the ground, right? And so Stallone comes in and he's like, I got you, or whatever he says, right? Whatever he says. Relax, everybody, relax. And then Wesley Snipes is like, you're standing in gasoline, lights a cigarette, and then says, what does he say? Something about, like, you're gonna go up in flames or whatever. Some one-liner. Then he
says it's cold in here.
Let's turn up the heat or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Throws the cigarette, flames! erupt everywhere, okay?
But he's also standing in flames.
Yes. Okay, so he's standing in gasoline. So flames are like, right? All Stallone does, the only thing that happens to Stallone is he drops his gun.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's hot.
Oh,
But
the steel got so hot in my hand. Whoa.
oh, God. But then he just jumps right out of it, jumps onto Wesley
Which
Snipes.
is
They're
like-
fighting. Nobody's on fire.
But I'm
He's
confused.
unburned.
Did the gun get caught in the flames and then
No.
it got too hot to hold, or did he just get scared and throw that gun down? Because that's what it looked like.
I hope it's B.
That's what- It
That's
looked
what-
like he just like freaked.
There's
That's
a
what
lot.
you- that's what you don't see when he's in the helicopter flying past the Hollywood sign burning, is that he's like, oh, can't look. Tell me when we pass the fire sign.
I would love it if in this movie there was a thread that is like fire is his snakes to Indiana Jones. Why did it have to be fire?
He's part Frankenstein monster and he's afraid of fire.
But I think
Stallone's move is basically like a football player's tackle. It's just sort of like, just lunges at a guy. He has guns and he has knives on him, but it's just it's a tackle.
But he also, I realize, like, he does a lot in that movie of the sideways jump and shoot action. Which,
Before John Woo, it's like it was pre-John Woo.
But that, it seems like, for the 90s, like the 3-point stance thing that we see in movies now, that's what it used to be. Was
think
like
you're
the
right, yeah.
sideways, like goosh.
One leg up.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember about this movie most clearly, and it's not even about the actual movie, is I used to go to Planet Hollywood all the time under the guise. I would be like, Dad, take me to Planet Hollywood. That's where the celebrities hang out.
What?
I was naive, but I also met Anthony Michael Hall, so I was also right.
Oh,
Nice.
Jokes on us.
Nice. I
And,
thought you said
and-
celebrities.
It was pre-Dead
Yeah,
Zone
that's
TV
right.
show.
I'm starting to beef with Anthony Michael Hall.
And I remember always wanting to eat under the naked Stallone Demolition Man because he gets frozen in this movie and it's like a block of ice, but it's like kind of just naked Stallone. And really, and I just thought that was so cool. It's like, whoa, it's like he's in there.
Wait, and that was at Planet Hollywood?
Yes, a big, like giant, like
You guys okay?
like 6 by 8 foot circle with like a Stallone dummy inside. that
Oh,
would
and
hang
you know what
from
they
the
should have
ceiling.
done is they should have had a table that was that.
Oh, that's
You should have been
good.
able to use that as a table.
And then when you would eat your fries, you could see his junk. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I got it. There it is.
All right, that is Demolition Man. You can listen to the entire episode wherever you get your podcasts. Namely, you'd have to listen to How Did This Get Made? You can't just go Demolition Man. You'll find other episodes. How Did This Get Made is the podcast, but you know that. And my book, Joyful Recollections of Trauma, is now available to pre-order. If you do it right now, I will send you a postcard and give you exclusive access to the DVD special features of my website, which is kind of the DVD special features of my book. I should say that more succinctly. Anyway, How Did This Get Made will be in London, we will be in Dublin, we will be in Belfast, and we will be in Glasgow. Get your tickets now. Go to hdtgm.com. We will see you next week for a more Matinee Monday. But until then, wipe that ass with them clamshells.